Are you all ready to start? Yeah? Okay, awesome. So we have a little bit under 1 hour. I think there's lots we can do. But today I asked you all to have some paper ready. Did you all prepare paper? Some of you might have big paper. If you have big paper, that's okay. Some of you might have small paper. That's okay too. Yeah, we just need some kind of paper to draw on. And another thing we need is a pen. Have you all got a pen? I brought a blue pen. If you have black, that's okay. If you have lead pencil, that's okay. You might want to use textures. Yeah.
Everyone, can you put your pens up? You see, everyone got one.
All right.
Oh, I can see it. All right, we Machiko, we got one people asking question. Are you okay to do it? Okay. That's for Naomi. Naomi, can you unmute and ask question?
Naomi, do you have a question? I can help you.
Maybe he just testing. Okay, just move on.
Okay. All right. So we've got paper. I'm going to put my paper up like that. So the first thing we're going to do, you might have done this before. Put your hand somewhere on the page. You can put your hand over there, that way, or this way. It's up to you. Got it? And we're going to trace it as neatly as we can. I think I'll go this way. You ready? I'm going to start down here. It's a little bit tricky for me because I'm not looking at my hand. Oh, good. All the way around and up and down, up and down, and all the way down. Here we go. Let's see. You got your hand as well? Cool. Wow, look at that. If you made a little mistake, that's okay. You can keep it you can keep your little extra lines as well. You can keep all your processes. You don't have to think that it's a mistake. Like if you ended up having a little line that goes like that, or you might have accidentally drawn in like that, it's okay. You can keep that like that. It's no problem. Okay. So once you've got that, we're going to go into our next project or next step. Ready? Now I'd like you to turn your hand around. It's a little bit tricky. Really study your handprint. Do you see all the lines on your hand? Let's see the main lines, the thick ones. See mine? I've got lines look at that, the letter M. What's on your palm? See even these little creases here? I've got these creases. Have you got creases next to your thumb? So let's see if we can draw the main creases. But the tricky thing, I think, is the hand that we drew is this way, right? When we turn it around, see, it's not exactly the same. It's the flip side. So we have to remember, study this hand and then draw the mirror image. So I'm not sure, how can I show you? Okay, I'm just gonna hook it over and go, see, that line's going that way. But here, I have to think, it starts from here next to the pinky, and then it goes up between these two fingers, which are the fingers, these two fingers, right? These two fingers. Right? So I'm going to draw from down here where the pinky was all the way up to between the two fingers up here. There you go. Drawing the first line. Like that. See that line? Have you all got that? Your lines will be different. Have you all got one line? Are you ready for the second line? And my second line, I'm going to draw this one here. So between my thumb and this finger starts. So between my thumb and this finger starts up here. See, between these fingers. And then it's going to go all the way down here. So I'm going to go all the way down from here. It's a bit tricky. Don't worry if you make a mistake, yeah? Because it's a pen, you can't erase it. That's the tricky thing. Oh, I think I'm frozen. Hang on, sorry everybody. No, the camera's. Oh, can you see me? Can you see me? Okay, that's good. Sorry. Okay. So I've got that line there. Now, line number 3. I'm going to do this one here. Which line are you all choosing? I'm going to choose this one. So it's going to start here, between the thumb and this finger there, and then go all the way inside my palm. So from here to inside my palm. See that? Inside my palm. Like that. And then it sometimes helps to go like that a little bit. See if you can move your hand so you can see where the creases are. See, it gets defined. And I have to remember these creases here as well. See that? Have you got those creases too, between your thumb and your finger? So my thumb, I have to remember my thumb's not this side, it's on this side. So I've got one crease that goes in, under. So this is going to go in, like that. And then another one up here that goes slightly up. From here, slightly up. Is it working? I feel like my pencil's, my pen's stopped working. Oh, my pen's not working. Sorry, everybody, my pen's not working, so I'm gonna switch to a Sharpie. Is that okay? I hope it's not confusing for you. I'm just gonna go over these lines. Like that. So they're the lines I've drawn. Yeah. So what do all your palms look like so far? Can I have a look? Can you hold it up? Has anybody else got more lines? Whoa, look, some of you have drawn lots of, like, even tinier lines. You're really looking close. Great observation. Wow, that's great. You know what? I just learned something from you. See, like some of you, if you really look close, there's like tiny, like, oh yeah, there is. Yeah, see, on these lines, there's actually lots of tiny lines that goes out. Did you all see that too? Look, it's amazing. I didn't notice that before. But if you really look close, you realize there's actually lots of smaller lines. Like that. You have to really, really look. There's like thousands of little lines. Isn't that incredible? And even like, I noticed that it's not just one line. There's a few lines on my hands. A few lines. And then I just discovered a new line, another line down in here. So if you discover another line, you can continue, you can add more. Yeah. And once you think that you've got your main lines, let's move on to a thumb. Can you see? Can you see the big lines on the thumb, like this one here? You see that one there? And then if you fold your thumb, do you see that line, this line here, and this line here? See that? You might have 3 lines, or you might just have 1 line. All of our hands are different. Yeah, some of you might have big hands, some of you might have smaller hands. So let's start from here, and we'll go 1, and then another 2. Yep, I think that's kind of it for my thumb. Right? And then, Ruby, hello. Did you just join the class? I think your class is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, now we can move on to fingers. We've got 4 other fingers, right? This finger, see that main line, that big line, this one here. Do you all have that? So I've got to move on to, it's not this one, it's actually this one, yeah? Because I want to draw this finger here. I turn it around. Oh, it's this one. So I'm going to draw, these 2 lines, these 3 lines. I've got to go, and 1 line there, and then see 2 lines, something like that, and another one in there, like that. What do your lines look like? Have you all got lines? Yeah. And then we're going to move on to the one in the middle. Let's do all 3. Let's do all 3. Okay, we're going to speed up a little bit. Are you ready? The middle finger, same, 1. And then I see 2 lines in the middle. 1, 2, and then 1 down here. See, it's not quite straight. It's a little bit like a little loop, like up and down. Yeah, and then this one, another one there. 2 lines, 1, 2, and another one here. You got it? And the pinky, I'm gonna go pinky, 1, and then 2, and the tiny one down here, 3. Oh, that was a lot. Can I see yours? Does anybody have an interesting looking hand? Or did anybody do something a little bit different? Oh, look at all those lines. Some of you have drawn like hundreds of lines already. Oh, wow, they're great. Imanshi, can I have a look at yours, if you don't mind? Oh yes, yeah, oh, great. It's a lot of detail. Tao, I love the lines you've drawn. Maya, great, awesome. Okay, Zach, how are you going? Harav, you doing good too? Are you both doing good? Yeah? Looks like some of you have done too. Huh. Okay. Whoa, look at that. You're all drawing really nice, strong lines. Okay, so I think we're ready to go to the next step. Okay, so we did the main big lines, right? See if you can zoom in now. Look really close. Put your hand close to you. Can you see any lines between these 2 spaces? These spaces? Like not the main lines, but between the main lines. What kind of lines do you see? Are they going this way or are they going this way? Are they going that way? Are they going both ways? I've actually got some going this way and some going this way. So you can use your pen, and for the lines that are like for the small lines, I'm gonna draw really lightly like that, right? And then for the more defined, the lines that are a little bit more defined, you can use thicker or darker lines. Yeah. You can do it in your own style. You know, some of you might feel like using really strong lines. Some of you might want to mix it up, do light lines and strong lines. See what feels right for you. Yeah. So I'm gonna go, oh, there's more lines here. And more lines here. Can you believe there's so many lines on your hands? It looks so smooth. But when you look really close, there's actually lots and lots of lines. And you can even go to the tip of your fingers. And if you look really close, whoa, I can see like, can anybody else see their finger marks? Even like little lines. This is crazy. It's so wrinkly hands. That's my first finger. Can you believe that? Look, it looks so smooth when you just look at it like that. But when you actually draw the lines, there's so much happening. I can even see like veins. Like over here, you can see veins. Can anybody see any veins, like purple lines? Now I'm going to move on to, are you ready to move on to the next line? Oh, I think our principal wants to see what you've done. If you've done one of your fingers, can you put it up? Can you put it up on the screen to show the principal? Yeah, also, oh wow. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's so cool. Some are
Wow.
very detailed. Rachel,
Yeah.
beautiful. Seraphim, that's nice. Grace.
You've got a great eyesight.
Wow, beautiful. Aritri.
Oh.
Maya. Cool. Araf. Nice work, Araf. Vichy, can I see your work? Cool.
You've all got different fingers. Some of you have long fingers. Some of you have shorter.
Eva, very good. Oh,
Yeah.
Eva is really detailed. Really nice.
I'm going to keep going. I think I'm
Naomi.
going to do this finger now.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, okay, let's go, everyone. You're doing well. Okay, this finger. What do you see on this finger? Is it the same as this finger? Or does it look different? Good. Get really, 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 really close. I thought mine would be the same, but it's actually slightly different. So I see sometimes, depending on your mood as well, you discover something different on the day. So if you come back to your drawing tomorrow, you might want to add something to it because you'll discover something new. You can do that too, yeah? And then I see more lines going this way on this finger, this side. It's starting to look like a hairy finger, isn't it? Okay. All these squiggly lines. So much fun. And then, there we go. Yeah. Oh, some of you have done already 5 fingers. Woo! Peggy, you're really quick. I've got to catch up with you. Maybe go on to the pinky. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. I was looking at this finger and I did the lines on that finger. I'm going to have to swap fingers. So this on this finger is going to have to move over here. Oh no. Did anybody else do that? Oh, well, that's okay. We can get creative, right?
Machiko,
Okay.
there's one student having a question. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
How can I help?
Mahi, can you unmute? Mahi Patel, do you have a question?
No.
Oh, why you raise your hand? Okay, that's fine.
Okay, we'll keep going then. Mahi, all good, right? All right. So, gonna do one line there, and then another line, another line here, 2 lines. Well, there's actually hundreds of lines. Oh, are you all busy? Checking out your fingers? Oh, look at all this. Tiny, tiny, tiny lines. Oh, it's like you can work on this for a whole day and still not have enough. It's like, look at this. And then, oh, is anybody discovering more and more and more lines? Yeah. They're like wrinkles. You're getting lots of, we all have lots of wrinkles on our hands. Yeah, they look smooth, but when you actually look close, there's lots of wrinkles. And then the thumb. Has anybody else done the thumb? This is an interesting one. Because see this line here, I thought there was just 2 lines here. Like, see on here, I thought there was just 2 lines. But when you look really close, there's actually more lines going this way, that way. How are you finding? Like, there's lines here and here, but there's actually some here and here. Hi, Ellie. Are you going well?
Machiko, Rihanna asked a question. Do we trace the drawing in black after this?
Oh, if you would like to trace it, you can, but it's not mandatory. It's your artwork, so you can keep it just as it is. Or if you feel like defining it, you can use a marker to trace it. It'll make it more like stronger. I think you'll get a different feel if you trace it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's see. And then lines here, lines here, lines here and here. Is this becoming easier and easier, everybody? See, you don't have to study too much anymore. Now you can just go, oh, okay. See, the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's like with everything, isn't it? The more you practice, it gets easier. Oh, okay. And then, is anybody else up to the last finger? I think some of you have finished. Okay. If you finished, if you think you finished, can you see if you can turn your fingers and see if you can discover more lines? Yep, Ruby's done. Oh, the wrist lines, yeah. I think Grace is saying she's up to the wrist. Is anybody up to the wrist? See, the wrist. Is anybody up to the palm? Do you see really close up to the palm as well? Oh, I'm not finished with the wrist. Oh, you were so quick. Okay. Now, okay, I'm gonna catch up. And then the wrist. There's a line. I see the line on the wrist. See the line on the wrist? Is it just lines? Do you see your veins? Does anybody see like the shadows where your bones are inside your wrist? I can see some lines. Yeah. And then when I really look close, see there's lines, like lots of little lines over here too. Diana, I can't see your work right now, but I'm going to come around and have a look at everyone's in a second. Yeah? Can you try and add a little more details until we get to that stage? Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more here. See all the parts that's still white. If you really look close, you see how there's so many more little lines. I can't believe how many lines there are. Look at all that. And then where the thumb is, there's like so many lines going this way. See that? And then in the middle of the palm as well, here. Before I thought it was smooth, but there's actually smaller lines crisscrossing. So my hand ended up looking like this. If you realize that you'd forgotten to draw something, you can add it. So if you realize that you have a wrist, you go, oh, okay. And then put your hand over your drawing again and see if you can add the wrist. Yeah. So if you finished.
There's a student asking questions, Shavi, can I color my hand?
Oh, yeah, you can start coloring in a second, but I'll be giving you a few more instructions on what else to do. So if you finished up to here and you've got time, you're welcome to use color too. Did you get that in your art pack? You must have all gotten more than just a pen.
Yeah, a lot of them will have color pencil pack. A lot of them have.
Ah.
Or they have oil pastel. They have, yeah, they should have it now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you've got lots of material in your art kit, right? If you've got it there with you right now, and if you want to try it, you can open it up.
But yeah, that's one student said you can color it, but it kind of damaged the sketch. I think it's also very valid point. Unless you have to be extremely meticulous in coloring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, everybody, got that? So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn this into a map. Can you get creative now? So up until now, you've been drawing exactly what you saw on here, right? Now we're going to turn it, see if you can, maybe this will help. You know how you've had your hand like this the whole time? Turn it upside down. What does it look like? Can you find, does it look like anything else other than a hand? Can you create roads, turn it into a map? I'm thinking of like train lines. I'm going to turn it into a track work. See that? So that the trains can run along it. And then you can extend it outside your hand. Go wild with your imagination. And the train tracks, I'm going to make it go all the way out. Yeah. And then you can create new roads. What will you put in your map? What will your map look like? Again, I'm going to add it.
Sorry, I'm interrupting a bit. Shambi, was that Shamhavi? Do you have a question?
Can I help you?
I have to unmute her first. Shamhavi, you have to unmute. Yeah, I asked you to unmute. So you unmute, you ask question. Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay, Shamhavi?
Yep. Can we make it this way and make it a tree?
Yeah. Can you see a tree in your palm?
Yep.
Yeah, you can draw it. You can draw it in. That's a great idea. I haven't discovered a tree in mine just yet, but some of you might have seen trees too. Yeah, that's a great one. Thanks for asking that. See, like this one here, if I add some more lines, This one we can turn into like a flying train. I'm going to add windows there. Maybe add another track. Another carriage, sorry. And another one. So it leads back to the train track.
Decorate it?
Sorry, Bashir, you have a question?
Yeah. Can we decorate it like outside the house on our
How do you mean by decorated it?
like outside around the house? Can we decorate it?
Outside the hand.
You can extend your map outside your palm. So start with what you can see inside your palm, and then see how you can extend the drawing that you see in here outside.
Thank
Can
you.
you try that? Yeah? Okay. So now, oh yeah. Did anybody else find a house inside the palm? See? I'm going to add a house on the map of my hand. And then what else do you see in your hand? Oh, now I see a tree as well. What do your trees look like if you found a tree? Is it a big tree? Small tree? A luscious tree? A baby tree? Is it flowering? A football. Oh, soccer. Yeah, you might see a soccer map. Soccer. What do you call it? Soccer court? A soccer field. Yeah, I suppose it depends on what you do, isn't it? I really like swimming, but I haven't found any swimming pool in here yet. It might come out in a second. So far, just a tree and the trains. A skyscraper? Somebody's found a skyscraper? Cool. We found another house. Oh, what about people? Can anybody see people? I found one person here. Like a little, it's more like an alien. Like a little figure. And then I'm going to extend it again. I'm going to extend it outside my palm like that. And this kind of looks like a cloud. We can add things. See, that's the cloud.
Sorry, Eva, you have a question, Eva?
I found a tent.
A what?
Found a tent.
A tent? It's a tent?
Yeah, a tent. Like a camping tent. You can draw it in, Eva. That's great. I think you'll all find something different in your hands. I can't wait to see what you're all seeing inside your hand. I think here, there's another shrub. I'm going to make this shrub bigger. And another tree here. This one's a big tree with apples. An apple tree. Big apples. And then I'm going to add some more. I'm going to make this person hold the apple. See how you can start with your hand and you can keep going and it turns into something else completely different. One idea, you come up with one idea and it leads to something else. What did you find? A lake. Somebody found a lake. I'm going to extend. There's a train track that goes all the way down in mine.
Sorry, Zach, do you have a question? I already asked. Yep, just ask question.
I Are we allowed to decorate the fingertips?
The fingertips? Yeah, what do you mean decorate?
Like,
Do you see something in your fingertips?
yeah.
Uh,
I want to draw.
you mean the actual
Fingers.
not the nails or the actual fingers tip?
Fingertips.
The whole finger.
The whole finger.
Mhm.
Machiko, what do you think?
Yeah. Do you see something? Like
Yeah.
when you say decorate, do you see something in your fingertips that you think
Yeah.
that you should add?
There's like gaps in it, so I can make an eye.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but what I think one of the recommendation is you do the shading. You know, when you put your hands up, you will see a lot of shading. I recommend you to do shading, but it's up to you. What do you think, Machiko?
Can you all see the shades in your hand? If you can, depends on where your room is too. But if you're in a dark room or a room that's like half bright, half dark, sometimes when you really study your hand,
we close it with that?
sometimes you see shadows on one side or both
Yeah,
sides,
that's how you close it.
or even down here. See that? So especially a pen might be a little bit, but if you have like a pencil, what you can do, if it's upside down, you can add shading. Like it depends on yourself. But this one, because I've started using the whole page, you can shade. You can add shading. This is called cross hatching. So you do lines, and then for the bits that you want it to be darker, you can go this way too. And then on one side, you do more hatching. And then sometimes between the fingers, the edges, you might see shadows. You can add shadows like that.
Excuse me.
Yep.
I found a whirlpool.
Oh, what did you find?
A whirlpool in my finger.
A pool?
Whirlpool.
A whirlpool.
Where is it? Can you show me where it is?
Yeah, show us.
That's bullshit, right? It's a whirlpool. Oh my God. That's cool.
It's amazing what we all see. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Extend my drawing. I see like footprints now, like tracks, prints of like. I'm gonna extend my footprints. See, like little tracks. And then even this line that I said that doesn't matter if you make a mistake. You can turn this into something else. I'm going to turn it into a lake or maybe a river. So I'm going to have a river running around. And then this track can join this one. See that? Oh, a bridge. Who's that? Ruby. Ruby's found a bridge. Tiger prints. Ellie's found tiger prints on her palm. Did anybody else find anything different? What else do I see? See, now this looks like it's raining over here.
Adri said he found a dinosaur. Oh my God.
A dinosaur. How big is the dinosaur? Did you find a little one?
Ah, dinosaur.
That's so sweet. You can keep going and fill up your page and turn it into a big new world. Mikola, hi. Welcome. There's more clouds. And then sometimes it helps to if you've been really focusing on your work, see if you can put it a little bit far away from you. So if you've been working down like that, put it up and then stand away from it and study it. And see if you can find anything else. Because sometimes when you concentrate for a long time, you get lost in one little section. So it helps to stand back a little bit.
No, just put your hand down.
Ellie, do you have a question, Ellie? Yes, ask question.
Can we put can we cut it out when we're done?
Cut it out.
Yeah, Ellie, maybe wait until we completely fill the whole page. Do you think you can do that? Because there's a big page here that we can continue working. Can you wait a little bit more until you start cutting it out? Because it's your artwork. I'd like you to do whatever you want with it. But just because we're doing a lesson right now, can we try and finish one page first and then move on to the next thing? Okay. I've got that. And then when I looked at it from far away, I thought I could do with another house over here. Okay. Are you all going okay? Are you all still being able to find something new in your hand? A beach. Oh, some people have found that on a beach on a line. Okay.
Thảo, you found a line? There's lots of line, Thảo.
Okay. Has anybody found a creature? No creatures? A trumpet. Oh, musical instrument. Special. You can even add lines or even patterns, you see. So you can look at it from far away and go, oh, I think my drawing needs more lines over here. And stop. Remember the lines that you found on your hands? You can repeat it. I remember seeing these kind of lines. You can get some inspiration from your own hands. Fun. Oh, rainbows. We're all seeing something different. Even little dots. I like doing dots. A star. That's like a starry night. A black hole. Whoa, that's mysterious. Okay, gonna do that. And then what else? How else can I create a world all the way under my hand? I'm gonna start doing their final touches. Yeah. Yes, okay. Maybe the river. I think the river needs to continue. So once it goes out of this picture, I think I'd like my river to come back. And now that I've drawn the river, I'm starting to see another different creature up here. Like a little river creature. See that? Like a half fish, half alien with little scales. Does it look like a little monster?
Park, do you have a question?
Does anybody have a question? No?
Park, you raise your hand, do you have a question? Oh, no. Okay.
Are you all doing okay? This is a good class. You're also focused. Okay. Okay. And what else do you think we can do all the way up here? See all the white spots? You can decide which parts to fill and which parts to keep simple. Because it's your map. See? So I'm going to add More, maybe a few more clouds up here. My clouds will look like that. I think everyone draws their clouds differently. Mine, I wanted mine to look like this today. And maybe some like more squiggly lines. See the squiggly lines that I found in my finger. I'm going to repeat it outside my finger into the world of the map. And then here, I'm going to repeat these lines. in this
Machiko, there's a person to ask question. Mustafa, do you have a question? Mustafa,
Yes.
yes. What's your
I
question?
found two letters in my picture. I
Can I
found
see?
an M here.
Where's the
an
name?
M,
Name,
then
yeah.
and then an A.
Oh, the A, the swirly A.
Oh,
That's cool. Nice work.
I can't wait to see all of your drawings. It must be all so different. Yeah, I mean, we all have different hands to start off with, and then we're adding all of our different brains and our creative skills. I think we're going to end up with a different drawing from each one of you. Okay. How are you all going? I think the time's, we've only got about 5 more minutes to perfect it. You think you'll be able to finish? Okay, let's see. Okay, one thing. Okay, so maybe around here. What would you like to have in your map? You can think that way too. Once you start finding things.
I found a roller coaster.
A roller coaster? Cool.
Brush it, right?
I would like to go on the roller coaster. I haven't been on one for such a long time. I'm adding lots of fish. I think this is like, it's turning into a bit of a fish world. An imaginary fish world. See that? And then maybe more squiggly lines over here. I'm gonna study my hand again. Remember all the lines that you saw on your palm? They're not necessarily straight lines. Some of them are squiggly, some of them.
Yes, I already saw your work. Yes, really good. Yes. Beautiful.
Wrinkly lines. Now, it's amazing how many different kind of lines you can find just from looking at your hands. And then by repeating it in your picture, you can see how you can create a brand new drawing inspired by your hand. All the different patterns go up and down. Sounds like you're all finding something different. What, a river and a beach? A ghost? Who found a ghost? Is it a scary ghost? I hope it didn't scare you too much when you found it. I think I'm going to stop around here for a little bit. And then maybe for today, stop, but then, and give it a little rest. And what you can do is come back to it at nighttime, look at it again, and see if there's more new things that you can find in it. Or if you can't, maybe it's finished. And was it Ellie who asked if you can cut your paper afterwards? I'm sorry if I've got your name wrong, but I remember somebody asking me if you can cut your artwork. Well, we're just about to finish the class now. You can look at your work. If any of you find that some parts needs to be cut out, or if you feel like cutting this bit, you can even get another sheet of paper and stick it on and create a brand new artwork. Yeah, there's so many different things that you can do. But as for now, should we look at each other's works? Could I have a look at what you all did today? You don't mind, and stop what you're doing and put it up on your camera. Oh my goodness! Wow, there's a sun. I can see so many lines. Oh, some of yours look like you're in space.
Look at the Peggy one. Peggy one is really good one. Dark.
Yeah. Wow. Himanshi. Wow, look at all the lines. Maya and Anouk. Oh yeah. Some of you have used colors. Yep. That gives it another feeling, doesn't it? Zach, how did you go? Have you got your map? The map of your hand? Yeah? Did it turn out all right?
Machiko, look at the arteries, right? Is it arteries? Mansu? Well,
Yeah.
it's really, it's like very Indian infused kind of artwork.
Oh, okay. If you really don't want to show yours, I'm not going to pressure you to show it. But I'm sure you've all done a great job. I mean, I look
Yeah.
and think,
Fevers.
oh, it's funny. But
Really
you know, it's all just creation. It's all right.
precious, really good work.
Wow, I can see some of your daily, like influences from your daily life and your cultural motifs. Oh, whoa, and some
Zach, it's okay. You don't want to show it. It's okay. You don't have to show it. It's okay.
Rihanna.
Peter, it's
Oh,
really
you can
good.
see the
Peter,
drawing already, haven't
great
you?
work. Oh my
Really
God,
good.
Peter, it's really
Oh.
good work. It's amazing. You shading it?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, Peter.
Olivia, how did you go? How are you going? I can see you're busy. Are you happy with your work?
Nithya,
All
good
right.
work. Nithya, I can see your work. Nice. Wow, Nithya, work is really good.
I love the variety.
Yeah, it's very different.
Wow, so nice and dark.
It's amazing that it's just
So much
the same
detail.
lesson, but you know, everyone got different things.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Imagine if we put them all together. It's just like such a great variety. Wow, I hope you've all learned something new. Remember, you were just looking at your hand first, and it's turned into something completely different. So interesting. Did you all enjoy that? Yeah? Would anybody be trying their right hand? Are you game enough to try your right hand? Draw with your left hand? I mean, so I don't know, are any of you left-handed? Maybe you did draw with your left hand today. I think my left hand, if I drew with my left hand, my drawing will be even more squiggly. So we've got 4 more minutes. Let's see if we can just add the final, like the little tiny little details and then finish up. How does that sound? Okay. So you can go back to your drawing. If any of you feel like coloring, you can switch, you can get another different kind of drawing material, whether it's a pen, pencil, textures, yeah, and switch. And decide where you would like, where you can like color in or make darker. See, just by adding darker parts, it's a little bit like shading, isn't it? If you decide where you would like to be dark. Just by adding dark parts, you can really change the mood of your drawing. So say, for example, if I color it in all this bit dark,
Ellie, I see your work. Thank you.
and maybe add some darkness there. See, that bit there suddenly pops. And then if I color it in all that bit up there, I'm thinking of doing that just quickly. Yeah, let's see how different it looks. Okay, I've got to be quicker. I'm running out of time. How quickly does it go? Oh goodness. 1 hour, it's a pretty long time, but it went so quick. Oh, quick. Okay, I'm just using my pencil, sorry everybody. Maybe. Okay. I'm just using my pencil rather than coloring in like that and holding it flat so I can color quicker. Does that make sense? Yeah. Depending on how you hold your pencil, you can color in different ways. And if you're doing lots of details, you might want to hold your pencil differently. But because I'm doing a big surface, I'm just holding it flat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. How are we doing with time? Phew, okay. See what I mean? I make it dark. Looks completely different. Yeah. So that's it with mine today. We'll finish. She'll go okay? Oh, that's great. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Jess.
Hi everyone. If possible, you can take a photo of your artwork and then send it to sales@brilliantkids.com.au. We're gonna post them. If you no pressure, it's up to you. Yeah. If you're happy with your work and want to show everyone, then send us to sales@brilliantkids.com.au. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Everyone say thank you, Miss Machiko. I'm gonna unmute everyone. Let me say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Machiko.
Do something completely different next time.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you, Miss Machiko, and I see you next week. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye from far away. Well, I wonder where you all are. Somewhere in Australia.